get it as sick as others, but I got sicker than I wanted to be, but that's okay. Sorry with the way I look, but this is my hair and my makeup from many, many moons ago this morning. And I just wanted to get caught up with you guys and see how you guys are doing, what you're doing. If you're getting yourself healthier or making healthier choices, spiritually, physically, mentally, whatever it takes. I got some changes coming up in my life. I've had to get more serious about my physical well-being just because things aren't, I'm not as healthy as I should be. I got diagnosed with sciatica a couple months ago. Not happy with that. I know my leg was just starting to hurt, and I was like, what the heck? Went and got a few massages because that could never hurt, right? Get a few massages. And the pain didn't go away. And then I actually pulled my arm. And so I went to like an urgent care or something. They gave me something for my pulled arm, and my pain in my leg went away. So I was like, okay, well, maybe I've pulled something in my leg. And went to the doctor, and they're like, well, you kind of did. You got sciatica. So it's some days I have really good days, and some days I don't have such good days. So my movement is, periodically, but, life is good. Learning to adjust to this, learning to do my physical therapy and take my medication when I need to and not overdo it when I can. And stress has kind of hit me kind of hard. The way we deal with stress is really important. And I thought I was handling the stress I was going through pretty good, but obviously not, because I'm in a lot of pain sometimes. And there's a few other changes in my body and my hair that I'm not real happy about. So I need to start calming down, meditating, thinking about what's more important in life, and then making those decisions based on that. How are you guys doing? Are you guys getting healthier? Are you thinking about things that are right? Are you planning trips that you've never planned before because you just didn't think you couldn't do it? Highly recommended. I've uploaded some videos of our trip this summer. I was blessed to go visit a friend of mine in Ireland, and we got to go to Dublin, and then me and my son spent some time in Cork, and that's where we kissed the Blarney Stone. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm afraid of heights, and wow, that was just a wow moment for me. Because by the time I got up there's these little kids doing it, and they're like, "Oh, no problem," and they lean back, and the guy holds you. You're pretty safe. I like to say you're definitely safe, but as soon as I say that, something's going to happen, so I'm not going to say that. I was definitely scared, but I did it. I got pictures of me doing it. And it was very much if I can do this, I can do anything moment. So that was really good. You can go on trips, you can go do things. You just got to reach out to your resources. I was blessed to be able to stay at my friend's house. From there, we went to Paris, and we spent a day in Paris, and I put a video of our huge hotel room. It was a cute little hotel room, no air conditioning. Being an American, I live in my bubble, and I guess that's what we do as Americans, is we live in our bubble, and don't realize that the rest of the world doesn't do things the way we do, and that's okay. Never thought I should have to look for a hotel that has air conditioning or central cooling. Didn't even think that they wouldn't have it. Well, and they usually don't need it, is what they were telling me. But they had a heat wave. Of course they did. I'm from Arizona. When I came, it all got hot. We spent a day at the Louvre, which is the largest museum. If anyone doesn't know, with the most art in it in the world, I'm pretty sure, and that's where the Mona Lisa is. So we got to see the Mona Lisa. So I posted some pictures of there. I'll try to get another video up of the pictures of us being at the Louvre. You can see how hot we were. Hair pulled back up. But it was magnificent. Then from there, it was pretty much the end of the day. I don't like my hair, sorry. It was pretty much the end of the day. But the sun doesn't go down there during the summer till like 11 o'clock at night. That's very different. That's very odd for those of us that, you know, when the sun's late going down, it's 9:30-ish. It would be 11 o'clock at night and the sun's up, like, or just going down about 10:30. It's dusk. So about it closed about 6 o'clock, or we were done. We were done with the Louvre. We saw the whole thing. We walked all, that's probably what caused my sciatica. We walked up, we walked down, we walked up, we walked down, we walked down, we walked down, we walked up, we walked up, we walked around and around. The place is huge. But it was amazing what we got to see. It was just amazing. But having only one day in actual Paris, we wanted to see more. So we wanted to see the Eiffel Tower. We wanted to see Notre Dame. Hold on, Trixie, I'm filming here. I wanted to see a lot of things that I knew I would never get to see again. So we actually jumped on a bus, and the bus took us around. We knew we didn't have time to get off at any of the stops, but we just rode around it. So when we got real close to the Eiffel Tower, we took some selfies. Trixie, just calm down. My sweet baby wants up, and she's not messing around. So we did that. We didn't get to see Notre Dame because that was on a different bus, but we got to see the Arch of Detroit. I'm going to say it all wrong. It's the thing that they put up for winning the war France did. I guess Napoleon started it and somebody else finished it. You need to stop. She's my baby, and she gets what she wants when she wants it, so she's not used to having to wait. So sorry about the little cute barking in the back, but that's my baby. We did that, and we rode it for about an hour and a half. We went and we saw where they executed all the people during the French Revolution, including the King and Queen, Marie Antoinette, and her husband, King Louis. It's really weird how people just drive by it every day like nothing ever happened there. And I guess the French Revolution was a few hundred years ago, or, you know, in the 1800s. But I'm like, 800 people a month were killed, guillotined at this place. It should be a holy shrine, in my humble opinion. But people move on. But we got to see a lot of really neat things. Our only, bummer was we did not get to see Notre Dame, but maybe someday. And then after that, we went to Paris, Disney Paris, which was so fantastic. Other than the fact that I got sick. I'm spending a lot of time sick this year. I think I've hit my quota. I'm kind of done with it. I got really sick. There was a bug going around in Europe, and I got it. And for most people, it's lasting anywhere from 5 days to 2 weeks. I had it for 5 weeks, almost 6 weeks. I came home with it. But I had so much fun. Disneyland Paris, for those who don't know, there's 2 parks, and then like a Downtown Disney or Disney Springs, but just at a smaller rate. While we were there, the World Cup was going on. So all the women and kids were like in the parks, and all the men were at the sports places having dinner and have a few bites watching the World Cup. It was really exciting. My husband, being from England, was like so pumped for the game that was on. It was really fun to see, and really, it was a lot of fun to be around. We got to meet Goofman, the Goofy from Disney. He goes by Dingo there and not Goofy. So it was really funny because we went up and all the French people were like, oh, Dingo, and speaking in French. And we went up and we met him. We're like, Goofy! And he's like, oh, yes, the people that know my name. It was just a lot of fun. They have rides there that we don't have here. The bummer part that we had was the fact that the Haunted Mansion and Pirates of the Caribbean were being refurbished, so we didn't get to ride those. So since the Haunted Mansion is different in every Disney park, it's kind of like I want to ride them all. I know it's very selfish of me. I've been very blessed with what I have done, and so we were able to do that, and that was an awful lot of fun. From France, we went on to England, which is my husband's home country. And we spent 4 days in England, and we got to go to Madame Tussauds. We were at the tower like every day. We didn't mean to be at the tower every day, but we toured it and it was the best tour. When we were there before, it was very crowded. We got there very early this time, and it was fantastic. We got to see the jewels. We didn't wait in line. We just got there really early, and it was so much of a better tour than what I'd had the first time. I was very disappointed in it the first time. Didn't really want to go back, but my son's like, oh, I want to go see the Tower of London. I'm like, okay. So glad I went back. So glad I went back and really gave it a shot, because there was a lot more to it than what I'd realized before. And again, it's hallowed ground. People lost their lives there. Anne Boleyn, Lady Jane Grey, Catherine Howard, the three queens. Then we went up to Tower Hill, where a lot more people lost their lives. Lots of them thanks to King Henry VIII. And it was just really, I'm glad I got to do that. We also, while we were in London, okay, honey, you're just going to have to give me just a couple more minutes, okay? While we were in London, we got to see a lot of, we went to London Dungeons. Oh my God, that was so much fun. We did London Dungeons. We did a lot of, you know what? I'd have to really sit back and think, because I was getting really sick at that point. We rode the tube. We went to Marble Arch. Kensington Palace. We went to Kensington Palace. I've been watching that PBS show Victoria. Didn't realize I'd gotten the book, and I was reading the book, and I was watching this. I'm like, this kind of goes, oh, by Daisy Goodwin, same author. Kind of follows the book. Most of it is factual, I would bet, but there's some liberties in there. But I wanted to go to Kensington Palace, where she was born, where she was raised, and all the other history with Kensington Palace. So we went to Kensington Palace, went to Marble Arch, which used to be the gateway to Buckingham Palace, until Victoria and Albert put up that facade that we see with the balcony with the kisses and everything like that. Before that was there. The real Buckingham Palace is actually behind that George IV put up with John Nash. And Parliament wasn't so happy with the expense, because they didn't kind of keep to the budget. They did what I do. I take a budget and just kind of see that as a starting point. No, just kidding. I do believe in budgeting quite well. Anyway, so that was really fun to go see Marble Arch and see what Queen Victoria and King George the First, or Fourth, I'm sorry, not the first, the fourth went through, and others. So actually, where Marble Arch now sits was going to be the entry to Hyde Park, but now there's roads and stuff like that. It's going to be the grand entry into Hyde Park, which was started by King Henry VIII as his deer hunting area. But it's kind of forgotten. I think people don't really realize what Marble Arch truly is and what they're walking by. Because and maybe I'm just a nerd, and I very much could be, because I love history. Come here, Bubba. Come on. A couple minutes. I'm just talking here. So, we had a lot of fun with that. We had a great time. I even got to see an English doctor while I was there, because I was so sick. They were awesome. They treated me great. We'll go over more. I would have to say, out of all my travels, like I said, I've been really blessed. The first part of my adulthood, now I'm able to work very hard, save my money, and go stay places. I do it on a dime. I don't spend a lot of money. It sounds like I do, but I really don't. Because I have friends that live in Ireland, and I stay with them, and I'm not always in a hotel. When I am in a hotel, you'll see some of those. That one that I stayed at in Kensington, the little towel, please watch that video. I want to know if anybody else has anything. If you like what I'm talking about, if you like my expertise, or not my expertise, I'm sorry, my experiences, I'm sorry, it's getting late. Please subscribe to my channel and push that little notification. Let me know that you like this video. If you have any comments and experiences that you have traveling around the world, please mention them below. I would love to hear what you have to say. And I'll talk more about our trip that we took this summer and possible what I'm doing next. And then I also posted some more pictures of when we went to Disney World for spring break. I hope you guys are enjoying them. Please like them. Please subscribe to my channel and know that I'm just a Disney buff and a history fanatic. And I like to travel and see where things take place. Hope you guys are having a great day. Hope you guys are getting mentally healthy, physically healthy, and spiritually healthy. Stay away from the stress and leave your comments below. Have a great evening and talk to you later. Bye-bye.